Hey YouTube, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and I am here with another reaction to The Flash. We are now doing Season 3, Episode 14, which is Attack on Central City. This is the second part of the two-part Grodd event, I guess you could call it. The first one, of course, was Attack on Gorilla City, which was on Earth 2. And now we've come back to Central City, and I think by the title we can obviously infer that we're going to have an attack on Central City. So last week, pretty cool episode. We had the team, well, most of the team go over to Earth 2 to rescue Harry from Grodd, who had taken him captive. And they very quickly realized once they got over there that it was a big giant trap. And really, Grodd was trying to use the Flash in order to kill the current head of Gorilla City, who was Solivar. And then once that happened, he was going to then use Cisco to portal himself into Earth 1 and then destroy that. So that almost happened, except for the fact that, you know, Barry didn't kill Solivar, and they came up with their own alternative plan to escape. Why don't we jump right into the episode, and we'll chat a little bit after. All right, let's do this. Boop.
Come here.
Mm-hmm. That food's getting cold today.
Love you.
You're so cute.
So do you actually want any of this, or?
Yes. And some of the food, too.
Iris West.
Transformation. Again.
Sorry. Show my age again. It's a great song from the 80s.
Being Martha Stewart. Which is why I wanted to ask you. Mary Ellen. Will you be my friend?
Always.
They're cute.
Well, I want to be with Wally. This whole thing has made us realize that we have no idea what's going to happen, you know, and
If we're gonna go. Okay.
but that's it. You're not going to
I
yell.
don't trust it.
You're not going to throw that over there.
Your happiness is what matters to me. You're both adults. I respect your decision.
In fact, she could be right around the corner.
Anvil much? Ooh. Or she could try to kill you. Ooh, Barry actually dodged. Spoke too soon. Wait,
What the hell is this?
that gun. Hey, what if it's HR that was in that vision that they saw? No, I'm sorry, Harry, not HR.
Wait, you were just on Earth 2? Where?
In the African jungle. Where I saw.
Let me guess. Gorilla?
The jungles of Africa, because there's no countries on that continent. It's just Africa.
Coming here to kill us.
How did God know she was on Earth too? Still have questions. God looking badass.
Yes, I can do that. I just need to borrow your vibe gear.
Harry, that's my only pair.
Be careful.
It's my only pair.
West, come with me. You have an engineer's mind.
Yeah, sure. Happy to help.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
I'm glad someone remembers that Wally is actually smart for once.
Yeah, let him know that.
Can you convince her to help? Bruh, she won't say no to me.
No way. You got 3 speedsters, an ice queen,
Oh,
and a guy
Cisco
who
Charm's not
lost all
quite
his
on
relatives.
point yet.
You don't need.
We need you.
You need me. Are you trying to Luke start killing me?
Geek reference!
What if I am?
Luke Star Killer!
Was that what it's
Points.
gonna take to get you to stay? Admit it. You are so into me.
She might be a little bit.
Wait,
What?
You're sick?
I'm not as well as I once was.
Have you seen a doctor?
Yes, I have seen a doctor, West.
Is it serious?
I don't buy this at all. Harry? No.
Word of warning, vibing blind. It's like surfing a monster wave. You need to stay above the temporal flow, otherwise your consciousness can get sucked under.
And then what happens?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Wait, what?
Welcome to science.
Was it the right time?
Too early.
So cool to see all three
No
flashes.
flash. Too late.
Oh no. Totally forgot that he could basically take over.
God.
I remember this.
No,
He's all mine.
leave Joe alone.
Do not hurt him. I'm the one you want, right?
Leave Joe
I
alone.
warned you, Flash. And
No. No. No, 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 no. Oh.
You okay?
I think so.
I don't get it.
Oh,
How
Rob
is
needs to
attacking
die
Detective
now.
West?
Hold on. Y'all want to put a bunch of magnets against my skull to look into the mind of a psychotic, murderous ape.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Let's make that happen.
Come on, Joe. This isn't your first rodeo.
Sometimes the only way to stop bad things from happening is to just get rid of what's causing them.
What is this really about?
He has a point.
Grodd or what happens to me? Losing what makes the Flash, my life isn't worth it if that's the cost to save me.
There is no Flash without Iris West, so.
Yeah, that won't be a problem.
All right.
Why does Joe
Hey,
look
dead
like he's
man.
about to get
Seriously?
like he has
You told Wally
sperm,
you were dying.
the sperm foils
I didn't say
and
I
the
was
cut and
done.
color
I
while I'm
said I
going in
didn't
this
know how much
machine.
time I had.
Are you all right, sir?
Sick.
Damn, Barry. You know, you don't have to box with your shirt on, is all I'm saying, you know. Gives you more freedom of movement.
How you doing?
Him.
Faster. Faster, Barry. Woo!
Worked.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
That's a face I probably need to remember.
Interdimensional travel is
Please don't hit the shield again. Oh, Barry. Apparently we did not learn from Solovar's fight.
Well, that was not the start we're looking for.
Yes. Beat him. Beat him, Solovar. The nerve of these kids. Yes. No, Barry.
Death isn't the way.
Just because you didn't kill him. Vibe.
You couldn't handle me.
Damn.
Bye, guys.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm married a woman. Yeah.
15 locks on the door,
Babe?
and she turns none of them.
What is that?
Making the future. Our future.
Oh my gosh, no!
My great-grandfather gave this to my great-grandmother.
I-
Iris West. Will you marry me?
Seriously?
You know what I could go for? Big Belly Burger.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. What? Huh? What? No, wait. Wait, no. Wait. So that was The Flash, episode 14, Attack on Central City. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm still reeling from the last few minutes, guys. Yeah, I think this was a good episode. I'm still not particularly sure we needed 2 episodes now to deal with the whole Grodd storyline, especially considering the fact that in both episodes we actually had minimal Grodd. Even though they were kind of about him, You know, in the last episode we saw like flashes of him, but really it was mostly Team Flash. And again here it was mostly Team Flash and a little bit of Grodd, but that's okay, I guess, in the sense of, I guess the point of it was that we're still team building. We're trying to get, you know, a bigger Team Flash, functional and tested and ready for the big bad, who is Solovar, who up until this last couple seconds here, I think the show's kind of forgotten a little bit about. And I only say that in the sense of, I mean, I know because of the beginning sequence of the show, we're constantly reminded that Iris will die if they can't figure out a way to stop Savitar, but it doesn't really he doesn't feel like a real villain. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, comparatively to like how Reverse Flash was in the second half of season 1 and the way we kind of felt Zoom's presence, like Solovar is just kind of this thing. It's just Solovar, sorry, these names are too close together. I'm gonna keep mixing them up. Savitar feels a bit like this nebula, like just this thing out there that people hear, know, and should fear, but we don't really see it or feel it because we really haven't seen him, oh gosh, in what, 5 episodes or more now? So anyway, but yeah, we know he's still the big bad, and Team Flash has got to figure out a different way than what they typically do to defeat him, otherwise, you know, bad things will happen. So, but back to this episode. Very interesting. More questions come up to me here. I mean, I'm glad to see that Gypsy was mind controlled. That's kind of what I guessed afterwards, you know, when I watched, you know, after I watched it and had some time to think about it. I was like, you know, she was probably mind controlled, but I just didn't understand how Grodd could get to her because she's in a completely different Earth. And I'm like, he's got some telepathic powers, but there's no way that they span space and time. And we were right about that. She apparently was already on Earth 2. But again, the question then becomes, the next set of questions are, A, how did he know that she was on Earth 2? Or, yeah, Earth 2. Like, how did he even know? 2, how did he know that she was somebody who could do the same thing that Cisco can? You know, and you know, it just seems like a lot of coincidences. I'm just wondering how he even knew about her in the first place. But anyways, I guess those are details. Gonna have to suspend my disbelief a little bit to just assume that somehow those details fell into his lap rather conveniently at just the right time. I'm happy that Cisco finally has somebody who is on the same page as him at the same time, because with Golden Glider, she didn't really like Cisco. I mean, she just, it's one of those things where she was like, oh, you're a cute little nerd that, you know, I know likes me and I'll flirt with when I need to, but I would never actually date you, kind of thing. Whereas with Gypsy, she's clearly into Cisco, and it's cute. Cisco deserves somebody who likes Cisco for Cisco, and hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of him having a relationship. I don't see it happening too much this season, but at least maybe in season 4. Barry struggling with the whole morality of whether or not you should kill someone. This is very interesting. Like, I know because, well, I shouldn't say I know, but I'm going to strongly assume that, you know, due to the comics, Barry Allen in the comics, one of the things about him that's fairly notable is that he does not kill his arch enemies. Like, he is that, you know, super great, oh golly gosh gee whiz, I would never take a human life kind of guy. So that's kind of kept him in a different league than Batman and Arrow in that universe, because he isn't willing to take a life in order to accomplish what he needs to do. However, he put some really, really good points up about how killing Grodd would have really made things a lot easier in a lot of senses. It's not a bad thing per se that Barry was like, well, maybe we should just stick a pin in the problem here and just be done with it. But again, it's the whole character. You know, the Flash is the good guy. He is the pure guy, and as Iris said, you've got these morals, and that's what makes you this superhero that people can look up to, because you do the noble thing, even if it is not necessarily the most strategically sound thing to do. The Westallen stuff, you know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna ship for a little moment here, guys, get a little gushy, but I love Westallen. I'm so glad that we've progressed with these two. 3 seasons, almost 4 seasons now, because this season's just about over, of just seeing this all build up and seeing Barry be all super romantic. And you know, this show is really, I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm noticing that this show is turning up the suggestiveness just a little bit. I mean, I know we're never gonna get to like Arrow level of certain things, but you know, we're we're getting a lot of innuendo and a lot of things dropped that, you know, it's like, well now, okay. You know, tornado twins may just be on their way. And I'm here for it, okay? Sign me up. I loved it. I love that Barry is just really trying to relish every moment that he can with Iris, because I think in the back of his mind, even though he keeps telling everybody that it's not going to happen, he knows, especially with this series of things that have happened in the last few episodes where he hasn't been able to prevent certain things from happening. I think he is deep down thinking this may not work out the way I want, and maybe I am only going to have these few months with Iris, so I'm gonna make the most of them. I love these cute little moments, and oh my god, like, y'all, I was not expecting that proposal so soon. Like, I knew it was gonna happen. I know that Iris Westallen is going to happen, but oh my god, I did not expect Barry to pop the question this episode. I really didn't. I thought if we were gonna get a proposal, it wasn't gonna be till like the finale. So I am like, I'm still reeling. I can't believe we got that now. Like, there's still, what, like 7 episodes or something left for the season? So I'm like, what? How? Yeah, I'm happy. And I mean, the cut before we got our answer was that was just a bitch move. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. There is a chance that we're going to potentially get a no from Iris, and the only reason I could see that happening is Iris might be a little afraid that Barry's proposal is coming from a place of fear, that he's doing this proposal because he thinks again that she's going to die, and that it's not coming from a place that would naturally occur. So I can maybe see her saying no, maybe initially, like, or at least the beginning of the episode being like, you know, no, Barry, I don't want you to propose to me like this. I want it to be something that happens because you want to marry me and not because you're afraid I'm gonna die. But it won't last. You know, it definitely won't last because you know, they're not a typical couple. You know, they've known each other practically their whole lives. They've got all that history. They've got all that. Their relationship is as built as it's gonna get. You know what I mean? I don't know, guys. Like, at this point, we might even get a Westallen wedding this season. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I would be down for it. I would be down for a big wedding scene with, like, Oliver and Felicity and some of the people from Legends all showing up. That stuff would be awesome. Other little question about Grodd I'm putting out there to you guys. I know some of you guys have been great with comments, by the way, just giving me information about the comics and stuff that I might have missed. I really appreciate that. Question out to you: why does Grodd not just mind control Barry? I just keep thinking each time, I'm like, okay, he's mind controlled Joe, he's done this to Harry. Why is he not just taking over the Flash's brain? Like, wouldn't that be the easiest thing to do? Like, I know he's projected things into Barry's mind, but he's never actually taken over. Is it that he can't? Or is it that he just wants the satisfaction of beating Barry on his own? So, I don't know. It's a question I have. What do you guys think? Like, why would not just take over your arch nemesis and cause him to run himself off a cliff or something, right? Look, Savitar, the ending scene, guys. Like, what's going on there? Is Savitar back? Is this all in Wally's head? I mean, I'm going to speak a little bit to the sneak preview we saw. It looks like he's not really, like, back, but he's somehow channeling through Wally. And I was afraid of this. I called this. A few episodes back, I called that something about the way Wally was turned is going to come around to bite him in the ass. And this is it. Like, I'm like, I don't think Wally's powers came to him organically. Like, something's off with them. So here we're starting to maybe see the seeds of that finally starting to flourish, and that Wally's powers may end up being something that turn against him in the end, or that Savitar can use against him. Guys, this was super, super fun, as usual. This was a great episode. Thank you so much for watching with me. If you guys liked this video, please click like, and if you want to see more from this geeky face, go ahead and click subscribe. Until next time, guys, see ya.